Breaking news from Starbase. SpaceX is making massive upgrades to their ground support equipment, and what's happening at the tank farm is nothing short of revolutionary. The launch site's beating heart, its fuel supply system, is undergoing a complete transformation to support the next generation of Starship flights, particularly Flight 7. From replacing vertical tanks with massive vacuum-jacketed horizontal ones to expanding crucial infrastructure, these changes are reshaping the future of space launch operations. Remember when SpaceX had those towering vertical tanks dominating the skyline? Those days are gone. Now the site features an impressive array of specialized horizontal tanks, strategically positioned to maximize efficiency and reliability. After successfully supporting Flights 4, 5, and 6, SpaceX isn't just maintaining the status quo, they're pushing the boundaries even further. Welcome to Elon Musk 24 Hours, where we bring you the latest developments in space technology. Let's dive right in. The evolution of SpaceX's launch infrastructure. The heart of Starbase is undergoing a remarkable transformation. Let's examine the impressive array of hardware that now dominates the tank farm landscape. 8 LOX heat exchangers stand ready to process liquid oxygen, while 4 CH4 heat exchangers handle the methane fuel system. 2 massive CH4 tanks, accompanied by 5 smaller ones, ensure a steady supply of rocket-grade methane. The nitrogen cooling system relies on 4 dedicated LN2 tanks, while 6 LOX tanks complete this intricate dance of cryogenic storage. But SpaceX isn't just replacing old equipment. They're completely reimagining how a launch facility should function. Recent satellite imagery reveals an unexpected twist. Instead of utilizing the space where the vertical tanks once stood, SpaceX is expanding in the opposite direction. This strategic decision speaks volumes about their forward-thinking approach to launch site design. One of the most ambitious additions to the facility is the new air separation plant. This isn't just another piece of infrastructure, it's a game changer for SpaceX's operational independence. Picture this: a facility drawing in ordinary air from the atmosphere and transforming it into the very lifeblood of rocket launches, pure oxygen and nitrogen. The implications are profound. By producing these essential gases on site, SpaceX isn't just cutting costs. They're reducing their dependence on external suppliers and streamlining their launch preparations. Behind the scenes, SpaceX's engineers have been tackling a critical challenge that few outside the industry would notice: ground logistics. The tank farm's daily operations rely heavily on tanker trucks delivering vital commodities. Until recently, these trucks faced a treacherous dance with an uneven drop-off between Highway 4 and the unloading zones. It's the kind of practical problem that could bottleneck even the most advanced space program. The solution? A complete redesign of the approach area. Workers operating skid steers have been methodically leveling the ground, creating a seamless transition that will allow tanker trucks to maneuver with precision. This seemingly simple improvement could significantly reduce traffic delays on Highway 4 and accelerate the entire fueling process. But the real engineering marvel lies beneath the surface. SpaceX has implemented a sophisticated vacuum-insulated pipe system, essentially a pipe within a pipe design. This isn't just any plumbing upgrade. It's a critical system for preserving cryogenic materials during transfer. The double-wall design creates a vacuum barrier that prevents heat from seeping in and maintains the ultra-cold temperatures necessary for rocket fuel. As we turn our attention to Pad B, the scope of SpaceX's ambition becomes even clearer. This isn't just an expansion, it's a complete reimagining of what a modern spaceport can be. The Sanchez storage lot has become a hive of activity, where Tower 2 is taking shape with significant improvements over its predecessor. The new tower design reflects lessons learned from earlier launches. The quick disconnect arm and chopsticks have been redesigned with durability in mind: shorter, sturdier, and more robust. Eagle-eyed observers have spotted brown patches across the structure where additional reinforcements have been added. These aren't just random modifications, they're calculated improvements based on real-world launch experience. The attention to detail is remarkable. Take the tower chopsticks, for example. Workers aren't just installing new components. They're methodically reinforcing critical areas with steel plates. Each plate receives a precise treatment. First, a protective primer to ward off rust, then the signature black finish that SpaceX enthusiasts know so well. The launch mount for Pad B represents another leap forward in SpaceX's modular design philosophy. Think of it as a massive industrial puzzle, where corner modules and side modules must fit together with absolute precision. Recent weeks have seen workers meticulously sealing gaps between these modules, a crucial step in ensuring the mount can withstand the immense forces of a Starship launch. While SpaceX races ahead with these developments, their closest competitor, Blue Origin, offers an interesting contrast. At Launch Complex 36, their New Glenn rocket awaits its debut flight. The mission, designated NG-1, will carry Blue Ring Pathfinder, a sophisticated test platform for orbital transfer operations. This payload will demonstrate key technologies for future space logistics, featuring advanced communications, power systems, and flight computers. What makes this parallel development particularly fascinating is the different approaches these companies take. While Blue Origin methodically works through regulatory approvals and system tests, SpaceX continues its rapid iteration philosophy, making improvements even as they prepare for the next launch. The tank farm's transformation reflects a broader truth about the modern space industry. Success depends not just on the rockets themselves, but on the intricate ballet of ground systems that support them. As Starship evolves into its larger variants, these infrastructure improvements become increasingly critical. Each new tank, each reinforced pipe, each leveled loading zone plays its part in humanity's greatest adventure. As SpaceX continues to revolutionize space technology, these infrastructure upgrades at Starbase tell a bigger story. It's not just about building bigger rockets, it's about creating the foundation for sustainable space exploration. The evolution from traditional vertical tanks to an advanced horizontal system, coupled with on-site gas production capabilities, demonstrates SpaceX's commitment to operational efficiency and independence. While Blue Origin carefully prepares for their New Glenn debut, SpaceX's rapid development approach shows two distinct paths to the same goal: making space more accessible. Both companies are pushing the boundaries of what's possible, each in their own way. The future of space exploration isn't just about what happens miles above Earth. It's being built right here on the ground, one tank and one pipe at a time. These improvements at Starbase are laying the groundwork for more frequent, more reliable launches that will eventually help humanity become a multiplanetary species. If you found this deep dive into SpaceX's infrastructure fascinating, don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with fellow space enthusiasts. Subscribe to Elon Musk 24 Hours for more exclusive coverage of SpaceX's latest developments and technological breakthroughs. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on these impressive upgrades. What aspect of the tank farm transformation do you find most interesting? Your engagement helps us continue bringing you the latest space news and developments. See you in the next video. On December 5th, SpaceX quietly unveiled something extraordinary that caught even NASA's attention: a revolutionary water deluge system on their drone ship during a Falcon 9 landing. For over a decade, we've watched these magnificent rockets touch down on floating platforms in the middle of the ocean. But this time was different. As the Falcon 9 descended through the night sky, streams of water began cascading across the drone ship's deck, marking a significant evolution in SpaceX's landing technology. This wasn't just any landing, it was the 100th successful touchdown on the Just Read the Instructions drone ship. The timing couldn't have been more perfect for SpaceX to showcase this innovative advancement. The question that has everyone buzzing: why introduce this water system now, after more than 300 successful landings? And more intriguingly, how does this compare to the massive deluge system we've seen protecting Starship's orbital launch mount? From the scorching heat of rocket engines to the preservation of vital landing infrastructure, this development represents another brilliant engineering solution from SpaceX. Today, we'll uncover the fascinating details behind this unexpected upgrade, explore its implications for future launches, and understand why this seemingly simple addition might be more revolutionary than it appears. Welcome to Elon Musk 24 Hours. Let's dive right in. To understand why this water deluge system is so revolutionary, we need to grasp the sheer power these rockets command. When a Falcon 9 lifts off, it unleashes more than 1.7 million pounds of raw thrust, enough force to lift 40 fully loaded Boeing 747s simultaneously. In the control room, engineers watch with bated breath as each launch pushes the boundaries of what's possible. But even this incredible power pales in comparison to SpaceX's latest marvel, Starship, generating an astounding 16.5 million pounds of thrust, twice the power of NASA's mighty SLS. The true magnitude of these forces became dramatically apparent during Starship's maiden flight last April. As the massive rocket ignited its engines, the raw energy unleashed was beyond anything previously seen at Starbase. The launch pad transformed into a maelstrom of fire and force, carving a crater beneath the orbital launch mount and sending rocks and debris flying across the facility. SpaceX engineers, watching from their monitoring stations, knew immediately they needed a solution that would protect their infrastructure while maintaining their ambitious launch schedule. The answer came in the form of an innovative water deluge system for Starship's subsequent launches. The system performed flawlessly, taming the enormous energy released during liftoff. But SpaceX's engineering team wasn't satisfied with just solving one problem. They saw an opportunity to apply this technology in a completely new way. A veteran SpaceX engineer, speaking on condition of anonymity, revealed that after more than 300 Falcon 9 landings, they began noticing concerning patterns of wear on their drone ship's decks. Each landing, while appearing graceful from a distance, subjects these floating platforms to extreme conditions that few human-made structures ever experience. The repetitive exposure to intense heat, acoustic energy, and vibrations was slowly taking its toll on these crucial pieces of infrastructure. The development of the drone ship water deluge system wasn't just an engineering challenge, it was a race against time. With SpaceX's launch frequency increasing and their ambitious goals for both Starship and Falcon 9, they needed a solution that would extend the lifespan of their recovery platforms without compromising their operational tempo. The system they designed serves multiple critical functions, each more impressive than the last. First, it acts as an acoustic dampener, absorbing sound waves that can reach up to 180 decibels, a level so intense it can literally tear metal apart. To put this in perspective, that's like standing next to 100 jet engines at full throttle, or being at ground zero of a sonic boom. The water creates a protective barrier that dissipates these potentially destructive sound waves, protecting both the rocket and the drone ship. But the acoustic protection is just the beginning. During a landing burn, the Merlin engines still generate temperatures exceeding 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 1,093 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt aluminum and weaken steel. The water deluge system creates a protective thermal barrier, instantly vaporizing upon contact with the intense heat and carrying away enormous amounts of energy in the process. SpaceX